Imagine 7 real things so strange that even scientists still argue about pieces of the explanation. Not internet myths. Not movie scenes. A radio signal arrived once and never came back. Stones seemed to crawl across a desert by themselves. Lightning was reported as a glowing ball. A sound from the deep ocean was so loud it created legends. Invisible matter appears to hold galaxies together. Most of the deep sea is still barely explored. And one ancient Roman recipe can outlast modern concrete. The honest answer is not magic. It is better than magic, science reaching the edge of what we can prove. Before the countdown starts, here's the rule that keeps this video honest. A real mystery is not the same thing as a miracle. Sometimes scientists know part of the answer, but not the full mechanism. Sometimes the event happened once and the data is too thin. Sometimes the explanation is probably natural, but the details are still difficult to reproduce. That is why these stories are more interesting than fake legends. They show the messy middle of discovery, evidence first, humility second, and no pretending that a cool question is already a proven answer. Number 7. The WOW signal. In 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio picked up a narrowband signal from the direction of Sagittarius. It lasted 72 seconds, looked unusually strong, and the astronomer reviewing the printout wrote one word in the margin: wow. Radio telescopes hear noise all the time. This one looked closer to the kind of signal astronomers might expect from a distant transmitter, but it never repeated. Natural explanations have been proposed, including comet-related ideas, but none convinced everyone. So it remains a perfect scientific mystery, one dramatic clue, no repeat performance, and not enough evidence to claim aliens. Number 6. The moving rocks of Death Valley. For decades, heavy stones in racetrack playa left long trails across the dry lake bed, as if something dragged them through the desert. The solution is partly known now, and it is beautifully weird. Under rare conditions, a thin sheet of ice forms, breaks into panels, and light wind pushes the ice. The ice nudges the stones across wet mud, leaving tracks behind. But the reason this stayed mysterious for so long is the timing. You need water, freezing nights, sun, wind, and patience. Most visitors saw only the evidence after the event, not the motion itself. Number 5. Ball lightning. People have reported glowing spheres during thunderstorms for centuries. Some stories describe a ball of light floating near the ground, drifting through a room, or vanishing with a pop. The hard part is that it is rare, brief, and dangerous to study on demand. Scientists have produced several possible explanations, including vaporized silicon from soil, plasma effects, and microwave energy trapped in unusual ways. Some lab experiments make ball-like glows, but no single explanation fits every reliable report. That is why serious researchers treat ball lightning carefully, not as proof of the paranormal, but as a real atmospheric puzzle with messy evidence. Number 4. Mystery sounds from the ocean. In the 1990s, underwater microphones recorded extremely powerful low-frequency sounds across the Pacific. The most famous was nicknamed the bloop. For years, people imagined giant unknown animals in the deep. The best explanation today is much less monstrous, but still fascinating. Ice quakes, glaciers cracking, and huge movements in polar ice can create sounds that travel enormous distances through water. The mystery shifted. It is probably not a sea monster. But the ocean is so huge, so loud, and so underobserved that a single sound can reveal how little we actually monitor below the surface. Number 3. Dark matter. Galaxies rotate in a way that does not match the visible matter we can count. Galaxy clusters bend light as if extra mass is hiding there. The simplest explanation is dark matter, something with gravity that does not emit or reflect light like ordinary matter. The strange part is that we can map its effects across the universe, but we still do not know what it is made of. It may be a new kind of particle, or physics may need adjustment on cosmic scales. Either way, most matter in the universe appears to be invisible to our telescopes. Number 2. The deep ocean. We talk about space as the final frontier, but most of our own ocean floor has never been directly seen by human eyes. Satellites can estimate shapes and sonar can map large areas, but detailed exploration is slow, expensive, and difficult. Pressure crushes equipment. Darkness is total. Temperatures are extreme. Every serious expedition can find new species, new behaviors, or geology that changes the map. The mystery is not one hidden city or one monster. The mystery is scale. Earth still contains a vast world where we mostly know the outline, not the details. Number 1. Ancient Roman concrete. Some Roman harbors and structures survived for 2,000 years, while modern concrete can crack and decay in decades. Researchers have found clues: volcanic ash, seawater chemistry, mineral growth, and bright white lime fragments that may help the material heal tiny cracks. We now understand more than we used to, but the recipe was not one simple magic ingredient. It depended on local materials, construction method, and chemical reactions over time. The mystery is practical. How did ancient builders, without modern chemistry, create a material that sometimes becomes stronger in the exact environment that destroys ours? Notice the pattern. These mysteries are not random. They sit where measurement is hard. Space signals are distant and brief. Desert ice appears only under rare weather. Ball lightning is dangerous and unpredictable. The deep ocean hides under pressure, darkness, and distance. Ancient concrete is a chemistry experiment that has been running for centuries. When the world is hard to measure, knowledge arrives in pieces. That is not a weakness of science. That is exactly why better tools matter: better sensors, better maps, better lab tests, and better patience. Here is what makes these cases powerful. The best mysteries do not require exaggeration. The wow signal is not proof of aliens. Sailing stones are not supernatural. The bloop is not proof of a monster. But each one exposes a gap between what we saw and what we could prove at the time. That gap is where science gets interesting. A mystery is not a place to stop thinking. It is a place to ask better questions, build better instruments, and admit when the honest answer is, we are not done yet. So which one is the strangest? A signal from space that never repeated? Rocks that move only when the desert briefly becomes an ice rink? Invisible matter shaping galaxies? Or concrete from an ancient empire that can repair itself in seawater? The deeper lesson is simple. The world is not running out of wonder. We are just getting better at separating wonder from nonsense. If you want a part 2, there are plenty of real mysteries left. Strange fast radio bursts, missing ocean species, ancient engineering, and weather events that still humble our best models.